manage to access e-books either by buying them on the bookshop and scanning them, and this may depend on the type of paper and the type of user. But there's also another possibility, which is to go to the ONCE library. ONCE currently has approximately about 70,000 members, 70,000 and a bit, as of, this is data from 2 weeks ago, and of them 10% are usual readers of e-books, with an average of 24 books per year. And for that, ONCE has a virtual library that includes books in two formats mainly. Textbooks, which are in TLO format, which is the format of the Braille books, and also the audiobooks are in DEXI format, most of them in the 202 version. Of the DEXI, there are about 80,000 books available in this library. This is the current situation regarding accessibility to e-books. Now let's quickly see how books should be in order to be accessible. There are mainly two problems. If I'm going to go and buy a digital book or an e-book, first of all, I need to know what reader I'm going to use, and then I need to know where I'm going to buy the book, or where can I get it and how I'm going to buy it. Most of the e-books at the moment are in format EPUB, and therefore they are protected with something called Digital Right Management, or DRM. This DRM prevents any user with visual disabilities, even though there are some tools like the virtual reader stream and the other one I mentioned that can't read books in EPUB format. The books that are protected with DRM cannot be reproduced. They can only reproduce the non-protected EPUB books, and for that we will need two important actions. First of all, we need to raise awareness amongst the authorities and the publishers, so that they can provide access to the manufacturers of these tools, so that they can read these DRM books. And then they also have to remember that the users are users. That means that they're going to properly use the product as per the copyright laws, and establishing systems. They should establish systems that protection systems that make the users responsible, so that if there is a bad use of a book, they should be able to track the person down and make them responsible for it. Finally, it would be interesting that the public administrations, public authorities, and the entities who work with people with who are visually impaired, to make sure that they provide services like libraries or assistance centers. For instance, a large group of users are the elderly. They have a lot of time to devote to reading, but they are vulnerable to the digital gap, and so we have to see how we can solve that problem for them. Well, more or less, these were the most important points. I was not able to say a lot because the presentation is longer, but I do not have time to go any further. Thank you very much. Perfect. Thank you very much, Elias.